Hi guys, it's a beautiful day once again and welcome back to Dexter's World channel. You know that we decided to have a mini zoo and we breed a lot of birds, we breed a lot of chickens, different types of chickens, different types of fish, and even different types of native animals that can be found only here in the Philippines. And just this morning, I'm so surprised that after we address the issue about rats, these rats are really disturbing because they are eating a lot of these feeds, and I decided not to put the feeds anymore during nighttime so that they will starve. But they will prey on the birds. They will eat on the little chicks. That's why for a few months, we failed to reproduce our cockatiels. And this is one of the biggest problems that I ever had encounter insofar as breeding of this cockatiel is concerned. So the breeding of cockatiel is just very simple. It's very easy. But then if you will place these cockatiels in a cage where they're gonna be meeting disturbance or experiencing disturbance, they will know, actually they will not really produce, because these cockatiels are easily stressed by the foreign animals. So that's why the rats are really the cause for the hampering of the breeding system that we employed here at the farm. And today I'm so proud that since we averted the presence of these rats, we were able now to see good results. Meaning that all these birds now are laying their eggs. All of these boxes are filled with babies. And I'm so happy because these babies are plenty. Each of these boxes at least have 2 babies. And it's not anymore sad to know about it, because though the cockatiels can produce as much as 4 babies, but I'm already very satisfied about the 2 babies per couple. And I would like to say something about the breeding of these birds. Of course, this has been the content already in my previous vlogs, but I would like to repeat this for purposes of emphasis, that these cockatiels are actually not difficult to breed, so long as you're gonna place them in an environment where they are not disturbed. And when I say that environment that they are not disturbed, is an environment that is not totally exposed to the sunlight. Because if this bird's gonna be exposed to the sunlight, they will not breed. So we have to, if you are maintaining an aviary outdoor, you have to place that under the cover of the trees, under the cover of your net, and under the cover of something else that you can invent so that you can control the temperature. And another thing that we can say about putting them in a good cage is that when your cage cannot be penetrated by the foreign animals, I'm referring to the rats, the frogs, the lizards. These are actually the predators of our birds that would hamper the breeding process. So if you're gonna try whatever types of bird actually that you're gonna raise for breeding, see to it that this location is really best for them. And number 3 that I can tell you about is that when breeding these birds, you have to bear in mind that they are easily disturbed by the people passing by. And a mere tap of the cage will already make the difference. Because if this, a pair of birds are about to lay their eggs, and then they are tapped, they are disturbed, they are disturbed by the sudden noise, this will cause them to become stressed and they will drop their eggs if they're already laying their eggs, or they will not lay inside the box. So they will lay outside, and the result will be all these eggs that have been laid will just be wasted and broken. So these are the benefits of raising these are the tips that will benefit us so that we can produce really our birds. And the last thing that I can tell you about the breeding of these birds is that when you're gonna feed them with varieties of seeds. Well, sunflower seeds, this canary seeds, and give them as well a lot of vegetables. This birds will really like to munch green and leafy vegetables. Name it. You can have pechay, we can have lettuce, you can also have this water spinach. Name it. They really like to munch this one. And that is insofar as the breeding cage is concerned. And what about the breeder itself? Of course, we have to bear in mind that we don't crossbreed. We don't inbreed. We have to, monitor that these birds will not go in breeding. They will not breed, and they will not, if siblings are, breed together, naturally it will diminish and it will tarnish the kind of quality that you can produce. And quality means also healthy birds, because you will really observe some differences when there is already too much inbreeding of your birds. And aside from that, in the breeding cage, you have to secure the breeders, meaning that when these babies are already coming out from the cages, you will not allow them to mix together with the mamas and the parrots, because someday, somehow, they will become mature, and aside from it will cause inbreeding, it will also disturb the breeders to lay eggs again. So this is my experience, and I would like you to also adopt this one, because this is very effective. And you look at them, they're already plenty. I only started with how many? Around 8 breeders, actually 16, and I have already sold. I have already sold a dozen of these birds. Not to mention that some of these birds flew away because they escaped because my staff forgot to close the door after cleaning. So I think the number of birds that have escaped reaches around 8 birds that were actually forsaken because of the inadvertence of our staff. And this is one thing that you have to consider as well. So in our new cage, we have this double door, and this is really very advisable in whatever types of birds that you are going to raise. So the double door will prevent us from, prevent the birds from escaping outside. And when they're gonna escape outside, they will no longer, take note, they will no longer come back. Save for the African lovers, they will come back to you. But this cockatiel, if they are not tamed, if they are not hand-fed, don't expect that they will come back to you, because they will fly in the forest. And this is my experience. 8 of those birds have flown and never returned. Not one of them. So these are the tips, I think, very helpful to you, and I hope that this will help you in your breeding also of your birds. And these principles that I have said is not only applicable to these types of birds. They are also applicable to any type of bird, whether it is a macaw, whether it is a African lovebird, zebra finches, Indian ringneck, and eclectus. These principles that I have told you are the most practical, very convenient, and very effective method in order for you to become successful in your breeding system. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you will continue to like and share our videos. And if you are not subscribed to this channel, may I humbly ask you to please subscribe and hit that notification bell, because we're uploading videos very regularly. And shout out to the members of this channel. Thanks a lot for your help. And I would like to see you in the next upload, only here at Dexter's World.